Imagine walking into your room and seeing a beautiful bouquet of flowers that you created yourself instead of buying them from the store. Hi, my name is Zoe Martell, and I'm going to teach you how to make your own bouquet of flowers using simple materials and arranging techniques. Knowing how to make your own bouquet of flowers can save you money, it's a good way to relieve stress, and it can create a really good personal gift for your friends and families. I've always liked really creative projects, and I started arranging my own bouquets of flowers a couple of years ago. I had gotten a bouquet of flowers and I didn't love how it looked, so I took it apart and rearranged the whole thing. And ever since that, I've been doing that with almost every bouquet I've gotten. I also did some extra research to see some more professional tips, just to learn different designs and how I can better my skills. So the first step is you will need to gather your materials. Of course, you need flowers. I kind of chose some like pink and like more purple ones and some orange ones. I normally like to pick them with different colors and sizes, just so there's some variety in the bouquet. And I like to normally go with a color scheme, but you can pick whichever flowers you want. I also like to get some greenery and baby's breath, which are these here. I kind of chose these like longer stems because they kind of stick out more and it gives it more of a wildflower look, which I really like. And then the baby's breath is just a good filler. You'll also need scissors and some kind of floral tape or a ribbon to tie all of your stems together. Normally, if I'm going to give this as a gift, I'll get brown paper or a brown paper bag, and when I'm fully done, I will wrap the flowers. Unfortunately, this time I didn't get that because these will just be staying in my room, but if it was a gift, I normally would get those materials as well. So after we have all of our materials, the next step is to prep all of your flowers. So the preparation I do is I take off all the stems, as you can see, or all the leaves, sorry, and I cut the stems at the end. So normally on this one, I would take off all this greenery. I like to take it off just so the flowers are more of the focal point, but you can also just leave it. It's just personal preference. But cutting the stems at an angle and changing the water frequently, according to Madeline Bueno from Martha Stewart's Flower Arranging Guide. Both of those tips can actually help the flowers last a little bit longer and just look a little bit better over time. After you prepare all your flowers, the final step is to arrange them. So I like to start with my main flowers in the middle, as you can see here. And then I normally just add the greenery around it. And I continue to rotate the bouquet and just see where I think needs greenery or where I think needs a flower. And I just continue to do that until I think it looks good. And as you can see, again, I kind of leave the green pieces a little bit longer just so it can look a little bit more wildflowery. And you can just arrange it to how you like, which is also why I really like making my own bouquets, because it's all personal preference. And you can choose the color scheme or how you arrange it. And it's just a really fun, creative way. Also, the greenery is good because you can fill the spaces. So if you see there's a part that you don't love or there's a space that you want to fill, you can just add that baby's breath or that green. And it just makes it look a little bit better. And then, of course, if I was giving this to somebody, I would secure the bottom with a rubber band and I would wrap in brown paper. But again, I do not have that brown paper because I am going to keep these ones. So in conclusion, making a bouquet is actually a lot easier than people think. And today I explained how to gather the materials, prep the flowers correctly, and arrange them into a final bouquet. Making your own bouquet can save money, reduce stress, and become a fun hobby and be a great gift for anybody. So next time you want to brighten someone's day or just want to have some flowers, maybe you could try creating your own bouquet instead of buying one from the store.